An Apostolic Syndic is a Catholic layman who, in the name and by the authority of the Holy See, assumes the care and civil administration of the temporalities, in particular the pecuniary alms destined for the support and benefit of Franciscan convents, and thence provides for the requirements of the brethren. History. To the friars minor, corporate as well as individual ownership was forbidden by the constitution of the rule. During the first years of the order's existence, the literal observance of this precept, being feasible as well as possible, presented no difficulty, but as time went on, and the order developed as a vast organization, and spread over the whole world, countless difficulties had to be faced and fierce controversy arose. The case showed a pulpitate lasting for centuries, to preserve and safeguard as far as possible the letter as well as the spirit of the complete expropriation advocated by St. Francis. The popes adopted the fictio juris of assuming to themselves the ownership of all goods bestowed upon the friar. Thus the friars were legally regarded as mere users, the right of property being vested in the Roman pontiff, except in cases where the donors made explicit reservation in their own behalf. But as the civil administration of property in one's own interest is an act of ownership, and this was prohibited by the rule, such administration had to be exercised by a steward appointed, or at least authorized, by the Holy See. According to the decretal of Nicholas III, Exiat qui Seminat, of the 14th of August 1279, the appointment of the Apostolic Syndic rested with the sovereign pontiff and the order's cardinal protector. Sometimes bishops acted as their delegates in this matter, but Martin IV empowered the superiors of the order, the general, the provincials, and the custodes, within the respective spheres of jurisdiction, to appoint and remove syndics as circumstances might require. The larger powers with which the syndic was invested by Martin IV and by his successors Martin V and Paul IV, gave rise to the appellation Syndicus Martinianus in contradistinction to Syndicus Communis. This latter, as constituted by Nicholas III and Clement V, could deal only with movable property and with purchase moneys. The Martinian Syndic, on the other hand, as trustee and agent of the Holy See on behalf of the friar, might receive and dispose of all goods movable and immovable, and, in pursuance of his trust, institute proceedings in the courts and take such other steps as might be deemed necessary to protect the interest of the community in whose favor he acted. The Apostolic Syndic and his wife and children recorded the enjoyment of all and sundry indulgences, pardons, and privileges which the friars themselves have obtained, or shall obtain, from the Holy See.